So, by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times, Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So, good evening. Good evening, everyone. So, for the second day, we are going to talk about the Abhidhamma. Okay, and then especially we plan to talk about the Rupa. Rupa means materiality. So, yesterday we already explained Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is the Dhamma, which is profound, or we can simply say profound Dhamma, a very deep Dhamma. It is profound because it cannot be easily seen.
Sorry, Sarah.
Yes.
Because there's internet connection problems, I couldn't catch what you said after. Well, we are planning to go to talk on Rupa. So after that, what is that?
Okay. So after that, we talk. Today we are going to talk about the Rupa. So, and then do review a little bit about the Abhidhamma. Okay. So I'm trying to explain what is Abhidhamma. Okay. Here, Abhidhamma is a profound Dhamma. Okay. It is profound because it cannot be seen easily. It cannot be understood easily. That's why it is called profound. So, because Abhidhamma, in the Abhidhamma, as I explained you yesterday, it does not talk about the human beings, or men and women, or deva, or animal, or house, or car, and so on, or country. It does not talk about truth. Rather, it talk about the ultimate truth. So, conventional truths are easily seen. We can see any concept, human being, men, women, house, car, building, country, ocean, mountain, and so on. These are concepts. So because everyone accepts it as it is, everyone accepts this is a mountain, this is a river, and so on. So such things are called conventional truth. They are truth in terms of the agreement of all of the people, most of the people. They agree to something to God as a human being. Okay, then everyone come to God like a human being. So nowadays they use paper. Okay, the government, every government they recognize that a sort of paper as a money. Okay, so actually in the ordinary sense it is a sort of paper. Okay, a sheet of paper, but since it is recognized by the government or people, then it became what? Money. So normally with a piece of paper, you cannot buy another thing. You cannot buy a cake or fruits or whatever. You cannot. The many people, then you can buy with this paper even a house or car or so. Yeah. So that's why that is called conventional truth. So nowadays they use a digit numbers, okay, for the money, digital money. So these numbers can be recognized as money. So so long as in your card there is a number, then you can buy with this number. So if a government today announce, oh, this digital money is not okay, not allowable, not legal, then everything gone. So because it is changed because of the conventional truth. So these conventional truths are accepted by people, but it still there is another truth behind the conventional truth. So that truth is called ultimate truth. Okay, ultimate truth. So as I explained you before or yesterday, ultimate truth. Ultimate truth doesn't change. The ultimate truth doesn't change in terms of time or in terms of space. So the Buddha in the Abhidhamma teach only ultimate truth. How many ultimate truths are there, and how they are relating to one another, and also how they support another ultimate truth to arise, and so on. So that is that's very difficult to see. That's why it is called profound Dhamma. Okay, Abhidhamma is a profound Dhamma. And also, if we come to understand that the profound Dhamma, we will be easy to recognize ourselves not as not as a substance, not as a being or men or women and so on, but we will come to recognize that it is just a process of the mentality and materiality. Okay, just a process of the mentality and materiality. They are processing one another to rise. So that is, if we understand that sort of Abhidhamma, then our mind will be very peaceful, and also our mind will be very great. Our mind will be straight. Okay, our mind is very straight. Then our action also become very great. It means good to everyone. Okay, then the world will be very, very peaceful, and then we will attain the peaceful, ultimate peace. Because with the help of the study of the Abhidhamma, so that Abhidhamma, the Buddha, according to the existing volumes in the Theravada tradition, we have seven treaties. Okay, seven treaties. Number one is the Dhammasangani, and then number two, Dhammasangani is a collections of the Dhamma. Okay, collection, they just collect mentalities and materialities. So all the ultimate realities are collected. So that is called Dhammasangani, the first book, the first treatise. And then after that, it is followed by the Vibhanga. Vibhanga is analysis. It analyzes. So it analyzes the Dhamma, the ultimate realities. So after that, Dhammasangani, Vibhanga, Dhatu-katha. Okay, Dhatu-katha is according to the name, Dhatu is element, Katha is a talk, the talk or element, we may say. But if we study the text, Dhatu-katha is composed so as to digest how many dhammas work together if one dhamma arises, and also how many dhamma associate one another with the one dhamma, and so on. So that sort of treatise is called Dhatu-katha. And then Poggala Panyati is the it trying to explain the individuals. Okay? Each individual, what types of individual is this one, and so on. This one is Pogala Panyati, and then after that it is followed by the Dhammasingani Vibhanga, Dhadukata, Pogala Panyati, Kathawatu. Okay, Kathawatu is a later development, but it is based on the very brief Dhamma talk on the Abhidhamma by the Buddha. So then later in the third Buddhist council, it was composed in order to remove wrong views regarding the ultimate realities. So that's why this Kathawatu also very historic book. So, and also it is because they are more or less related to the ultimate realities. That's why it became one of the treaties in the Abhidhamma. Dhammasingani Vibhanga, Dhadukata, Pogala Panyati, and then Kathawatu, and then Yamaka. Yamaka is the term for the English word pair or couple. So because in the Yamaka, the Buddha preached the Dhamma in a question and answer style. So question, if there is only question, it is not pair. Question goes together with the answer. That's why it became a pair. So also in the question, also we have a Sanitana, Sansaya, so determined, and also skeptic, doubt, okay, curiosity. So in this way, it appears in two ways. So every path, they are devoted to the ultimate realities. They are how many aggregate arises in this person, or how many aggregate can arise in this existence, or how many aggregates, whether this aggregate arise in this person, in this existence or not, in this way. So Yamaka is explained. So Yamaka, that is Yamaka, pair, book of pair. It is translated as a book of pair. And then the last one is Patthana. Patthana is talking about the conditional relationship. Okay, conditional relation. Okay, conditional relation of the dhammas, not the relation of the people. So how the dhammas are conditioned by one another. So this, and also by means of which force or which power. So because many things are happening in the world, but they are the supporting condition is maybe different from one thing to another, one case to another. That's why in the Patthana, so 24 Pachayas are explained. And also it is emphasized on the conditional relationship between mentality and materialities. As in this way, we have a seven treatises on the Abhidhamma in the Theravada tradition. So when these seven treatises are very, very large, very, very deep, so that's why it is difficult for the beginners to understand deeply, to understand or to catch what does it mean in the Abhidhamma teaching. That's why in the in the later time, after the demise or after the death of the Buddha, so there appeared a monk. His name is Anuruddha. So he was born in Sri Lanka. Nowadays it is called Sri Lanka. Previously it is called Ceylon. So Ceylon. So in that country, in the Anuradhapura city, then Vanveva Anurodha. So it is not the Anurodha during the Buddha's time, but in the later time. So Vanveva Anurodha, he trying to summarize. Okay, he trying to make a very good summary. That is the summary of the 7 treaties, 7 Abhidhamma treaties. So his book is so little. So that's why it is compared to be our what? Our smallest finger. Okay, our smallest finger. So that's why in Myanmar we go let them Thakata. Let them is this part. So this because the thickness of that book is not so thick, but very thin, like our small finger. But even though it is very small, very concise, and it covers the whole the points mentioned in the 7 treaties, 7 Abhidhamma treaties. That's why this book is very, very popular among the Abhidhamma, Theravada Abhidhamma studies. In Myanmar, every month, start to study this book of this Abhidhamma Sangha. So whenever they start their study of Abhidhamma, they have to start with that small books. So Abhidhamma Sangha, in Myanmar we call Thinju Jam. We just pick out only the last word, Sangha. So Sangha, we try to make a Myanmar word, then it became a Thinju. So Abhidhamma, in that book is called Abhidhamma Tha Sangha. Abhidhamma Atha Sangha. We can divide into three parts. So Sangha is a compendium or collection, or we can simply say collection of what? Atha, the sense, the meaning. The sense of what? The sense of Abhidhamma, profound Dhamma. So compendium of, that's why this book is later it is translated into English as a compendium of Buddhist philosophy, a compendium of a Buddhist philosophy. So the Abhidhamma is later it is translated because maybe Westerners they don't know how to give the proper name to the Abhidhamma. That's why they simply say philosophy. Okay? So now to be differentiated from the other philosophy, it is mentioned that Buddhist philosophy. So Abhidhamma Atha. So actually Abhidhamma normal or simple meaning is that profound Dhamma. The sense of the profound Dhamma are collected in this small book. That's why that book is called Compendium of Buddhist, a compendium of Buddhist philosophy, a compendium of the sense of the profound Dhamma. So that book is very useful. So in the very first page of that book, that book started with paying homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Okay, and then after that, it mentioned that Tata Vodha Vidhamata, Tata Vodha Vidhamata. Tata means in the 7 treaties, Vodha that has been said, Abhidhamma, so the profound Dhamma, which has been said in these 7 books are not much, but only 4. So they are Citta, consciousness, Cittasika, mental concomitance, and then Rupa, that is a materiality or matter, sometimes translated as a matter, and then Nibbana. So he trying to, Vanveva Anurodha, trying to summarize the whole 7 treaties into one sentence. That is Chaitan, Chitasika, Rupan, Nibbana, Miti, Sabbata. So in all sense, if we combine all the things into 4 groups, they are only 4. They are Chaita, consciousness, Chitasika, mental concomitance, Rupa, materiality, and the Nibbana. So that is the what we can understand is that Abhidhamma is not many, but only 4 things we have to understand. That is Chaita, Chitasika, Rupa, Nibbana. Okay? So here, in this, today we will talk about among these four parts of Abhidhamma. So Chaita is a consciousness, a mind. Chitasika is a mental concomitance. We can know that they are there within ourselves, or maybe we are adding with this Chaita and Chitasika. So, but it is difficult to know. So that's why. So even though Bhanuruddha started with begins with the Chaita chapter, consciousness chapter, but I prefer to start with the Rupa chapter. Okay, Rupa chapter. So in the Rupa here means what is Rupa? So the point we have to ask is what is Rupa? Okay, Rupa is Rupanathina. So Rupanathina Rupa. Rupana is a change. So the nature of Rupa is a changing. Okay, Rupa is we can call materiality. Materiality, why do we call material? Why do we call something as a materiality? Because it changed the Sidena Virupati. Because of the cold, it changed. Onayabi Rupati. So because of the heat also it changed. Because of heat change, because of the cold it changed. Because materiality has a changing nature. So in our body also we can see the skin. So we can understand our skin. Okay, the skin is there, maybe skin or the forehead. If you are living in a very hot season, and maybe summer season, very hot, extremely hot. So it changes the color, the form, the shape, and also the manner. Okay, so then if you live in the fully air-conditioned room, so it become the same skin, it change or it transform to be another shape, another form, another appearance, another manner. So that's why that is the example of the Rupa, how Rupa is changeable. So Rupa's nature is changeable. So whatever or whenever or wherever it is, it change because it has a changing nature. Okay, that's why the, it does not or it does not remain without changing in any condition. Okay, so that's why it is called Paramata, ultimate reality. It never gives up its characteristics. So in any condition or in any place. So that's why it is called Paramata Dhamma, ultimate reality. So Rupa is ultimate reality. It change. Skin also change. And also our hairs. So if our hair, we can say Rupa. Simply, it is a Rupa. So because that the hair does not remain the same forever. When we are young, the Rupa hair is very black. So when we are getting older, the hair color is changing, and also shape, form, size also changing. So finally, it became totally white color, and also it loses from our head. So whatever we go, Rupa, materiality, they are subject to change. Okay, so in this regard we can understand that whatever is subject to change because of the other conditions. That's why that sort of thing is called the Rupa, materiality. So Rupa, so in the Rupa chapter, and then you have the paper. We share the paper. Sayadaw Punya Panyajari shared the Rupa chapter. Okay. In the Rupa chapter, this is not that one. Okay, here. Rūpapariccheda, you can see the word Rūpapariccheda, Pali word. So Rūpapariccheda means the Rupa session, the session on the materiality. So better we will read, okay, the first paragraph, the first verse. Idawada vivadahi sappa veda bhavadiga Chitta Chittasika Dhamma Rupandani Bhavojati. So Anuruddha with this verse explain that now I'm going to talk about the Rupa. Okay, it is the last one. And then Chitta Chittasika Dhamma Sabba Veda Bhavadiga Idawada Vivada. Okay, so Vivada. Idawada means to that much. So because this one, as you see, there is a number 6. This is the Rūpapariccheda is chapter 6 in the Abhidhamma Sangha small book. Okay, chapter 6. So with the 5 chapters, with the previous 5 chapters, the Dhamma has been analyzed. So Dhamma Vivada, Dhamma has been analyzed. So what Dhamma? Chitta Chittasika, okay, mentality, mind and mental concomitance. Okay, Chitta and they are associated mentalities. They has been analyzed. Sabba Veda Pavadiga, okay, together with the Paveda, okay, together with the Veda, variations, and then how do they rise? Then Rupandani Bhavojati. Now, Anuruddha said, I will talk about the Rupa materiality. Then in his presentation, paragraph, verse number 2, there you can see Samudesa Vivagaja Samudhana Kalabado Pavadikamato Jedi Panjada Tata Sangaho. So Tata means here in this chapter, Panjada, so there are five parts. So in this chapter also there are 5 sessions. So number 1 session is Samudesa, Samudesa. So just to enumeration, okay, enumeration of the Rupa. How many Rupa are there? Okay. So second part is a Vibhagaja, analysis. So maybe after that, after knowing the number or the list of the Rupa materialities, then Anuruddha trying to make a groups, many groups, maybe a Rupa of a 1 group, Rupa of a 2 groups, Rupa of a 3 groups, and so on. As it appears in the Dhammasangani Pali, the first book of the Abhidhamma. So if when the Buddha explained about the Abhidhamma, about the Rupa in the Dhammasangani Pali, the Buddha trying to divide or classify Rupa into 2 groups, into 1 group. First one is a Rupa in 1 group, and then Rupa in 2 groups, and then Rupa in 3 groups, 4 groups, and so on, up to the 11 groups over there in the Dhammasangani Pali. So as the Buddha did over there in the Dhammasangini Pali, here also, Venerable Anuruddha trying to classify Rupa with the Vibhaga to second session. And then Samodhana is arising, okay, the arising of a Rupa, how this Rupa arises, okay. So the cause for the arising of the Rupas are explained in the third session. And then Kalabado, then after that, the cause for the rising of the materialities, then another session is devoted, another session is made in order to explain. These rupas does not go alone, they go in group. So they come together in group. Some rupas, they maybe 10 other rupa come together, right together, and then go together, disappear together. So and so on. So maybe there are sometimes maybe only 8 rupas, so they go together. So in this way, they try to make groups, okay, kalapa, groups or class or cluster or the rupa. And then the last session explain Bhavati Kama. Kama means order, okay, the order. Bhavati means arising, happening. So how do they happen? In which order they happen? Maybe which one start to arrive first? After that, it is followed by which rupa? And then after that, which is followed by what kind of rupa? In this way, the order of the arising of the rupa, happening of the rupa, and also when they cease, when they disappear, so how do they disappear? In which order? So which rupa disappear first? For example, among the rupa, we have a karma born rupa, karma born metas, the metta which are produced by the karma, and then metta which are produced by the citta, consciousness, metta produced by the ahara, nutriment, and also we have a metta produced by the temperature. So then when they cease to exist, or when someone dying, which materiality sees first? After that, which materiality? After that, which materiality? In this way, it explained, and also it will be explained how many group of materiality arise. By the time we come to the mother's womb, okay, and also in a sensuous sphere, Kamavajara existence, how many materialities are available in the Rūpavajara, 5 material existence, how many materialities are available, how many class group of the materials are available, and so on. So these points are also will be explained in the in the 5th session. Okay, that they call Rūpapariccheda. Okay, Pariccheda here in the verse, it is just given Pariccheda. Okay, Pariccheda. So in brief, we can understand that with the second verse, Venerable Anuruddha, he showed that. So I will explain Rupa in 5 sessions. Okay, number 1 session is the list or the enumeration of materiality. Second session is our classification of the materiality, and then third session is the cause for the rising of the Rupa. Okay, that is third session, and then the 4th session is the groups. Okay, group, how many groups of the Rupas are there? How many Rupas work in one group, and so on. will be explained. And then in the last session, it explained about the Bhavadikama, the order or the happening or the Rupa. How do they happen? Okay, so that will be explained in the second session. In the as a fifth session. So number 2 was explain the way Panuva Buddha Ananda and Panuva Anuruddha were explained. And then we go directly to the first session, that is the Rupa Samudhi. So there you can see Rupa Samudhi is Chattari Mahabhutani, Chatonanja Mahabhutana, Upadaya Rupandi, Duvidam Vedam Rupan, Egadasa Videna, Sangaham, Kachati. I think it is better for you to read Pali as well. And I believe that you study Pali. So Pali is a very secret language in Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism. So we believe that the Buddha preached in Pali language. So, so if we know Pali, then it's very good for you to understand that language. Then when we encounter with the Buddha, we can easily understand what the Buddha taught. Okay, so that's why. So Pali, please by yourself also you read. So for your understanding also, I read Pali. Chattari. So I explained before. This session analyze enumerates the Rupa. So Rupa in brief is of 2 kinds. Okay, one is a great element, 4 great elements, and then Chatonanja Mahabhutana Upadaya Rupandi. So that is derivatives. The remaining are derivatives. It derives, the remaining rupas derive from these 4 great elements. Okay, basically you can take note of the terms Mahabhuta and Upadaya Rupa, it will be better. Mahabhuta is a great element, Upadaya Rupa is a derivatives, because it derived from the 4 great elements. So without 4 great elements, they cannot remain there, they cannot be there. So depending on 4 great elements, these Rupa arises. That's why they are named as Upadaya Rupa. Okay? Upadaya Rupa. Duvidambi is a 2 kind. Etan Rupa and this Rupa, materiality. So this is in brief, very, very in brief. We can enumerate Rupa into 2 kinds. That is Mahabhuta and Upadaya Rupa. Then if we analyze a little bit in detail, then there will be what? Ekadasa Vidambi. Okay, Ekadasa Videna. So 11. Eka is 1, Dasa is 10. So 1 plus 10 is 11. Ekadasa Videna. Sangahang Gachati. So basically it is a 1 name, that is Rupa. Then if we divide, then we can get a 2. Okay, Mahabhuta and Upadaya Rupa. Then if we still want to divide them more, then we can have 11. Okay, 11 types of the Rupa. So Katham, number 4, Katham, Patavi Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vayo Dhatu, Buddha Rupa Nama. So this one.
就如何地界、水界、火界、风界名为元素色，就大种色。
Thank you. So the 4 great elements are there. So that is Patavi Dhatu, earth element. Okay, we can simply say Patavi, that the name is Patavi is the term for the earth, and then Abo is the water, Tejo the fire, Vayo the wind. We can take like this, but don't take the natural earth as the Patavi here, great element. So, but the is a characteristics we have to take. Okay, so also the water in the ocean, the water in the lake, the water under the earth, so they are also above. But the ultimate reality, what we talk is not only that above, not only that water, but the characteristic of the water. Okay, so the water, and then Dejoda to heat or fire is called Dejo element, and then Vayoda to wind element. So all these are called Buddha Rupa. So later we will explain again about the Buddha Rupa, why it is called Mahabuddha or Buddha Rupa. Mahabuddha and Buddha Rupa are the same name. Because they are very big, very great, that's why they are called Mahabuddha. So later I will explain in detail about the Mahabuddha. So today is for to get the list, okay, the list of the Rupa. So now we get the 4 Rupa, we can keep in mind. So these 4 Rupas are collectively called as a Buddha Rupa, okay, Buddha Rupa. So that is number 1, okay, number 1, Buddha Rupa, we take note. And then after that, we go to the verse number 5. And this is not the verb, but the sentence. Ajekhu sotanganan jingwa kayo pasada rupanama. And you read in Chinese.
眼、耳、鼻、舌、身名为净色。
They are called pasada rupa. Their name only name is pasada rupa, sensitivities. Pasada means very clear, crystal clear. Okay, so that's why it is like a water. Suppose you bring a cup of water, and then if it is dirty with many dust, not clean, then we cannot see our face in the water. So also our sensitivities, eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body. Ear, nose, tongue, and body. So these 5 sensitivity should be very clear and very bright. Only then it can receive the objects. Okay? It can receive the object. It can catch the object. So that they are called Pasada Rupa. Okay, so Pasada Rupa is of 5 kinds. As we are here, Jakku, eye, soda, ear, kana, nose, and then jiva, the tongue, and then kaya, body. So if we put Jakku and Pasada together, Jakku Pasada, eye sensitivity, soda Pasada, ear sensitivity, and then kana Pasada, nose sensitivity, jiva Pasada, tongue sensitivity, and then kaya Pasada, body sensitivity. So we have a 5 sensitivity. So in brief, we just take note. There are, so number 2 types of the Rupa is Pasada Rupa. Again, number 1 is the Buddha Rupa. Number 2 is the Pasada Rupa. Buddha Rupa is of 4 kinds. Pasada Rupa is of 5 kinds. So then we go to the Rupan Sato Gando Raso. Abo Dhatu Vipajitang Buddhataya Sankhadang Buddhavam Gojara Rupanama. Okay, so again you may read in Chinese.
色、声、香、 味与触名为净色，触包含了除去水界的三大元素。
So they are Gojara Rupa. The name is highlighted here. Gojara Rupa. Already highlighted. Gojara Rupa. So Gojara means, so if we translate the Go and the Jara, Go is a cow or cattle. Jara means go or roaming. The place to which or in which the cattle go around. It means a pasture. Okay. So because there are many grasses are green. Okay. That's why the cows, the cattle, they go around there and eat. So that they go Gojara. But here we similarly, so our eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body, and also our eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, and so on. So they try to locate. Okay, they try to go around in these respective objects. Okay, so I do the visible object, ear do the sound. So I cannot go to the sound. Okay, so they have a eye has a different object. They are all its own object. So also ear has its own object. So I take a visible object, okay, as is a pasture. Okay, so also ear take sound as is a pasture. So nose take smell as is a pasture, and then Jainwa tongue take taste as is object. So also kaya, body, sensitivity, take the three great elements as is pasture. The three great elements, as you see, we have a four great elements, but we are body, jaw, wire. And then Abo is so subtle. Okay, that's why Abo Dadu, the water element, is very subtle. That's why it has to be, even though it touch, it cannot be recognized. That's why Abo Dadu Viwajita means leaving aside the Abo Dadu, the water element. The remaining three great elements are the object or the what body sensitivity. So body sensitivity trying to go there and then go around, take it as its pasture. It is also called Phuttapa. Okay, Buddhadeya Sankhadam Phuttapa, known as Phuttapa. Okay, known as they are called Phuttapa. Phuttapa means a touch. So these all of these rupas are collectively called as a Gojara Rupa and Gojara Rupa object. Okay, sense objects. Sense objects. So that is so we get the three types of the rupa. Number one, Buddha Rupa. Number two, Pasada Rupa, and then number three, Gojara Rupa. So next one after that. So they are also not, these rupa are also available within ourselves. Okay. So suppose, let me take a little bit back to the Buddha rupa. So Batawi, as I explained you, hardness and softness. So whatever in your body you touch, there you see hardness. And then on your cheek you touch, there is a softness. Then there you can understand. But we do is in my body, within ourselves. Okay, so everywhere you can touch, you can feel hardness and softness. So also our body do. Okay, our body do in Myanmar. What the Fuezi you see, it is Fuezi means it is a group. Okay, so some to make you understand, we can say that when in the winter season, very cold. So at that time we run. What happened? We have a runny nose. Okay, so that is what flowing. Okay, flowing. So sometimes our body is there. So the fridge and the freezer, then it become a solid. Okay, so that sort of abodadu in the is another nature of abodadu. You can see when you put a cup of water into the fridge, okay, it become a solid. So solidity, cohesion, fluidity. So this is the nature of the abodadu. So this is also available within ourselves. Suppose in our body, within our body, the blood, okay, blood is a circulation. Blood circulation is there throughout our body. So this is the move abodadu. So abodadu don't find outside. Outside also there abodadu, but it remain within ourselves. Remember, then they jodadu heat. Okay, you have a temperature, right? We have a temperature, proper temperature. Sometimes if we catch cold or if we get a fever, temperature become very high. So sometimes you make it like this, then you can feel that hot heat is there. So danger is within ourselves. So without danger, so you cannot make it, you cannot digest within our stomach. Okay, in our stomach there is the heat. So whatever we swallow, whatever we eat, then once it reach to the or before it reach to the stomach, it digest trying to burn bodily heat is there. In Bali, it is called Bajaka Dejo. So burning or cooking fire within ourselves. So understand that the Dejo element is also within ourselves. So while your wind is there, without wind, I cannot speak. Okay, without wind, I cannot move. Okay, my hand, and also without wind, even the blood cannot circulate. Okay, so that's why your element also within ourselves. So and then let's go to the another group that is Jeku eye. Everyone has an eye. Okay, eye sensitivity is there. It is here eye does not refer to the whole eyeball, but in the middle of the eye there is a very small body gap, small place. So and also very very clean. So then that point is called eye sensitivity. Everyone has. Soda, ear sensitivity within your ear. So there is eardrum, whatever object, whatever sound coming to strike to our eardrum, then so that is why we also have a soda, no, also Ghana, we have a nose sensitivity. Nose sensitivity also not refer to the whole nose. But inside the nose, so there is the place in which the sensitivity remain. Only when the smell reach to that place, then we get the smell. So that's why Ghana also in our body, Jawa is what? The tongue, okay, tongue sensitivity. So when you put food into your mouth or onto your tongue, then the food there you can get it is sweet or sour or bitter or and so on. So that place is a tongue sensitivity we have. Kaya, body sensitivity. Whenever we touch, so we know. So that is this sensitivity is throughout our body. except our hair. So if we touch our hair, if we cut, we don't feel. So because there is hair has no sensitivity, body sensitivity. So that's why the point I like to tell you is that these rupas are not outside, but within ourselves. So we are made up of these rupas. And also, let's go to another group that is Gojara. So Rupa, Saddha, Gandhara, Bodhava. So these are objects. So for other people, we can see, other people can see us because we have a Rupa appearance. Okay, we are visible objects. Okay, Saddha, we make a sound. Okay, this sound can be heard, okay, by other people. Khanda, also in our body, we have a smell. So maybe if you don't believe, you can kiss your hand, that you can get a sense smell. So whatever. And then this the point I like to tell you is that they are within ourselves. That's also the taste. Okay. If you choose, then there is taste. Even if we someday very hot and the subject come down, then some drop of the sweat enter into our mouth, and we feel what salty taste. So it means that in our body we have a taste as well. Okay, kayo, and then whatever. So for our body is a sort of object for other people to touch, other beings to touch. So that's why these Gojara Rupas are also within ourselves. And then next one, Etadam, Purisadam, Bhava Rupa Nama. Okay, these are, we can take note only one name, that is a Bhava Rupa. So Bhava Rupa. Bhava means happening. Happening. How do we happen? As a man or as a woman? Okay, so that indicate. Okay, that indicate. So the way we walk, the way we talk, okay, the manner we make, or the behavior, and also all of these are called what, Bhava Rupa. So this Bhava Rupa is of two guys. So Etadam, Purisadam, Bhava Rupa Nama. Can you say in Chinese?
Yes, Sayadaw. Could you please just wait a second? So my earphones, the battery is gone. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wait a moment.
Mhm.
Yes, Sayadaw, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
number 7, right?
Number 7, Etadam, Purisadam.
Okay. 第七组，女根与男根名为性根色。
Okay. So this is this is also called Bhava Rupa. Okay. For, for now, so far, as I explained you, there are 11 Egadasa Vida, 11 types. Okay, 11 types. Number one, Buddha Rupa. Number two, Pasada Rupa. Number three, Gojara Rupa. Number four, Bhava Rupa. Okay, so to get the name, we quickly go. And then number 8, another number is Hadaya Rupa, heart, materiality. Okay, so and then another one is Jivita Rupa, life materiality, and then number 10, another one is Ahara Rupa, nutriment materiality. So then we can get Buddha, Pasada, Gojara, Bhava, Hadaya, Jivita, and Ahara. How many we get? Buddha, Pasada, Gojara, Bhava, Hadaya, Jivita, Ahara. 7 we get already. And then we go to, we just skip one paragraph and then go to the number 12. Then there is a Pariccheda Rupa. Pariccheda. And then another one is a Vinyati Rupa. Vinyati means a gesture, okay, or intimation. Okay, bodily intimation, we make a movement of our hand and then movement of our mouth, our jaws, that they go Vinyati Rupa. And then Vigara Rupa. Okay, just 10 times we come to try to be familiar with this term, Vigara Rupa. And then next one is Lakkhana Rupa. Okay, Lakkhana Rupa. So altogether we have 11 types. Okay, so I would like to ask you all to remember these names, these terms. Okay, at least firstly we have to understand, remember Rupa, materiality. The Rupa is our two guys, Mahabhuta and Upada Rupa. Okay, and then after that, this Rupa can be divided into 11. And number one, Mahabhuta Rupa. Number two, Pasada Rupa, Gojara Rupa, Bhava Rupa, Adaya Rupa, Jivita, Ahara, and then Pariccheda, Vinyati, Vigara, and Lakkhana, like that. So, and then, so if we remember, if you remember that, so it will be very good. And then we can go further very easily. So with this, we will conclude for today. Thank you so much for listening. So I will say Buddha Sasana Jiran dated 2-3 times. Buddha Sasana Jiran dated 2. Buddha Sasana Jiran dated 2. Buddha Sasana Jiran dated 2. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.